just gotta run, and ain't nobody gonna hold you, and everybody needs someone. Don't try to go along, don't say I never told you. When you wake up tomorrow and your heart ain't feeling right, I'd love to steal up all of them, say goodbye to pain and sorrow every day and every night. I once heard somebody say, this is living don't come easy, and you never find your way. And if you try and walk alone, you're already lost believing. And if the word rings true, and there's darkness before light, find somebody and get together, make love last forever, every day and every night. When the whole damn world is beating you down, what about when you get burned from the tricks you never learned, and now you're dead on the ground? The story's sad, but it's true, and it can get the best of anyone. Loneliness won't get you through. You're gonna need to find a friend, gonna need to find someone. And if you wake up tomorrow and your heart ain't feeling right, find love to steal or borrow, say goodbye to pain and sorrow every day and every night. Every day and every night.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, and happy Thanksgiving Eve. Thanksgiving Eve. We're going to talk about, there's people on here going, oh crap, Barb's going to talk about gratitude again. Whatever. Yeah, gratitude can actually change your life if you practice it. And before you leave here today, you will find something for which to be grateful. Promise you. We're going to take a little bit of the negative and throw it in here as well, because nobody wants to watch a video, somebody up here talking about gratitude. Think of something right now that you're grateful for and put it in the comments. And if you're not grateful for anything, keep watching. Well, keep watching anyway, right? Keep watching anyway, because man, it's a big world out here. And if you're on YouTube, it's even crazier. Just Irish, welcome. Christo, good to see you. Amber, my old friend Amber, my young friend Amber. Hey, Gina Marie, perfectly. Says hello, Barbie in chat. Hope everybody's having a great day. I'm sure everybody's out running around at the last minute getting everything. Stores are all closed tomorrow. Hey, Laura. Peace Panda, good to see you. Grunge 90s music, hello. It's kind of sounds like John Lennon. If you go to my community tab from a few days ago or a week whenever, not too many tabs down. I posted a link to that song so you can go directly to it. If you want to buy it, you can buy it over there. I bought it. I pay monthly for music, so I can't give it to you. Like, I mean, I could, but you can record it for yourself if it's just for your use. You're grateful for your family. Hey, let's see. WIS Mom 91, good to see you. Number 20. Somebody came in with number 6, and now you're number 20. Those are 2 of my favorite numbers. Just saying, because my birthday's on the 6th, and 20 was my junior high basketball number. And I never played much, but I still had a uniform. Used to love putting that uniform on. All right, we're getting into the gratitudes here. Let's see. WIS Mom, my family, Perfectly 470, my family, my kids, Lindsay Lee, hey, good to see you. Lily Rose says my family, Lily Polly, my dog. Yippee, me too. But basically, basically, I don't really have much of a family anymore, but because, you know, I had to leave. Let's see. Emma's having a roof over my head, food on my table, and being alive today. I'm grateful for my family, cats included. Amber says most of his songs are on YouTube too. Oh, really? Yeah, there's a couple other songs of his that I just put in similar. Well, I just put in him, that person. And there's a couple other ones that I could use. I like this one. It kind of goes with me. You know, it kind of goes with my let's be better. You know, if you're having a bad day, get the F up and do something different. I saw your post. That's a cool song. And Epidemic Sound has pretty good music. Yeah, they do. I mean, I find stuff all the time on there that I want to use, but it doesn't really fit with what I'm doing. I've got a favorites list on there like a mile long. I've been using it for like almost 4 years. Hey, Zoot Zen Boot. 3 a.m. Aussie time. Hello, I'll be listening with my eyes shut. Sleepy hello. Okay, well, maybe I can make you more sleepy. Or maybe I can keep you awake. Which is it? That tag is bugged. I hate tags and clothes. Tags and clothes bother me. I'm glad a lot of brands now don't put them in. You're welcome, Emma Swan. Good morning, Barb. Willow True Crime. Good to see you. Wise Mom. I'm sorry, Wise Mom. Welcome to the Scoop with Barb. Cool. I didn't know that. Okay. It's good to see people. How's everybody? Are y'all ready for Thanksgiving? What I'm grateful for today? Well, obviously my dogs. I mean, they keep me going. They give me plenty of things to clean up. I got to get out of my chair, even when I'm all snuggled in, because they want to go outside, and I love them for snuggling in with me and keeping me warm. And but also, like, I'm really grateful that I don't have to be one of these YouTubers that goes on here and does mean ass stuff. You can get on to me all you want to, but I've never been a mean girl like is going on here. I may have said negative things about people, and I will continue to say negative things about people when I feel up to it or want to. But thank you, Lord above, that I don't have to be that mean girl. I don't want to be that mean girl, and that I don't depend on YouTube to put food on my plate. I say plate because I don't normally sit at a table when I eat, but or saucer or bowl. Ice cream fits really good in a bowl, right? And I'm just grateful for that. You don't have to have $1 million to be grateful. You can be grateful that you don't have cancer, or that if you have cancer, that you're getting treatment for it, that you have people who care for you, that are helping take care of you. There's always some little bit of positive. My friend just had her surgery yesterday. 2 surgeries in 8 weeks for cancer. I'm grateful that she came through it great. I don't know the outcome of any of the cancer research because I didn't ask. I just got a couple of texts that she's good from her mother. and my friend, her mother. And I'm happy about that. And I'm happy that I get to go see her tomorrow. Hopefully she is home from the hospital tomorrow, which is weird. They're having Thanksgiving on the day she comes home from the hospital. And I feel bad about going, but they really want me there. So I'm going to go. I don't feel bad. Like, I just think, why are they doing this? But I love them and they love me, and I'm going to go see them. And I'm grateful for this family who 6 years ago invited me to Thanksgiving, and I've been there every year, except the one year I didn't go because I was depressed and sad and stressed. But I'm going this year. Hey, there's a weird feeling that people are about to snap this holiday season. Yeah, I mean, it's snappy all around. Amber, I know, but they called me a mean girl. I don't think I've ever been like a mean girl, but at least in Western Pennsylvania. Exactly. I'm thankful that I was raised to be a decent person. There you go, Michelle. There you go. That's a perfect thing to be thankful for. And Christo says, I don't want to be a mean man. Willow's is, I'm grateful to be able to have at least one more Thanksgiving with my dad. Oh, that's special. That's great. Good for you. Prayers for your friend. Yes, thank you so much. Please do continue to pray. And it's funny you put that red tulip in there because that's my favorite flower. And actually, I think that's hers too. Let's see. Being in bad health. Being is bad for health. So I can't imagine living life in a constant state of chaos like that. Your friend might want things to be, well, yeah. And when she invited me, I'm like, wait, you're coming home from the hospital on Thursday and y'all are having Thanksgiving? And she goes, well, you got to eat. I'm like, well, if they're going to do it, I don't eat that much. I'm not going to be taking that much of, it's not, they're going to do it whether I'm there or not. So of course I'm going to go. Emma says there's a lot of mean girls, women here on YouTube. And Barb, you've never have given me the impression of being a mean person. Well, I'm not. And I did get, I have gone at people in my own way. And you could take that as being a mean girl, but I don't know. Anything negative can be considered mean, right? Let's see. I meant being mean, but forgot that word. You're fine. Now, I just was looking this morning on, just a couple of things that I saw, and I'm grateful that I'm not this truth guy that I can't even watch. I don't watch. This guy is supposedly selling these, every year they have these things that go viral and everybody's got to have one, and they're nothing but crap, right? Well, evidently, and I don't know this for a fact because I'm not, I don't watch him, but Chronicles of the Shady posted that Truth got $55 for one of these, whatever they're collecting, and she says, Chronicles says that, or Shady says that you can get them for $17, and that Truth even said you can resell for double. Well, why don't you resell for double, Truth? Why is he why is this guy, and I heard him, I did hear, might have been a clip channel ran it, where he's talking about how he smokes in his house, but he doesn't smoke. You see him on here and he's just like, and he's got a separate room to put all his clothes in because he's got so many clothes. And he thinks that those clothes in that room don't smell like cigarettes. Dude, I bet you can smell them walking down the street. I'm grateful that I quit smoking. Okay, so he's selling this MM Sugar Baby Christmas Series plush pendant blind box, whatever in the F that is, for $17, or it's $17. And he's selling it, he sold it for $55. And you sell things and then you mail them out and they smell like cigarettes? I would not be able to handle that. There's nothing wrong calling out the lies and BS people do and say. Barbie can get spicy. Yes, I can. Nothing wrong with being spicy every once in a while. Give me a break. He sells bras. He sells bras. Keeping your mouth. Canvas and Crime says keeping my mouth zipped. Wise Mom says I think it's bidding. Well, I mean, why are you selling stuff? Personally, I can't not stand truth, but that's just my opinion. Cigarette smell lingers forever. Sure does. They're not the same thing. He's not in the Pop Mart, and you cannot buy one under $50 right now. Oh, okay. So everything's cool with what he's doing. Wonder where he got it to sell for $55. Emma says, I liked truth in the beginning when I first started here on YouTube. But that was 1.5 years ago. Things are out of control on the YouTube streets. Well, yeah, you can like somebody and then change your mind. And really, guys, there's nothing wrong with that. Obviously, that happens to me because my subs go like this. If you put them on a graph every day, well, they haven't been going up too much lately, but you know what I'm saying. People, they like you one day and they don't like you the next, and that's fine. Truth doesn't smell like smoke. Right, Shauna? Not at all. You did, Canvas and Crime? Did you get it all? $300. No, you said I will never deal with him again. What happened? Tell me about it. I will not conform to groupthink. Me either. Whoever you are. Says he is a weird guy. One day he wants to be nice. The next he's ripping someone apart. He's over the top, vile, and a hypocrite. Who judges others. He should look within first. Yes, Emma, I'm grateful that I quit smoking back in 2000. Peace Panda says, I don't buy from him, but at least his customers get a product for their money, unlike the shameless e-beggars and grifters that populate YouTube. Well, yes, there are those as well. There are those as well that grift for money. They need this and they need that, and everybody needs something, right? We all need something. Everybody needs something. I'm grateful that I don't have to come on here and grift to get my supper. I'll just go in there and make it, right? I'll just go in there in the kitchen and I'll be like, what's for supper? Because usually I eat lunch, like a decent lunch, and then I eat junk for supper. So I just go in there and like, oh, this ice cream looks good. It's a joke. I looked up half of his stuff, and just like I hate to agree with Shady, but it's true. I looked up half of his stuff, and you can get it for half, if not a quarter, of what he's bidding for. Hey to Jennifer. Good to see you. Sounds like the mystery scoops here on YouTube and TikTok. Why do you care? You don't have to purchase anything if he's not out here hurting people by selling stuff to people that choose to purchase it. I don't care. KT08964. I don't care if he rips off everybody. If they're, if they're buying from him and he rips them off, ain't no skin off my back. I'm just going to talk about it though. Why do you care if I talk about it? Right? Why do you care? Druid's Diary says, I can't stand E.T., BJ, Craig, or Clue. They're essentially the same to me. I will not conform to this group. Peace Panda, that's a good point. I'm grateful to be alive. There you go. I saved my life, not my boobs. I think I know what you're talking about, and congrats on that, and happy healing. If every other word out of a person's lips is profanity, you have nothing to say I need to hear. Yeah, I can't. Does he do that a lot too? I don't like that either. Miss Sarah says, I don't participate in Truth's auctions, but in my opinion, he's one of the good ones. He gets a rough rap because he calls out BS and is very blunt. Okay. And now, and I can't argue because I don't listen to him. I've just seen clips of him, but he does hit below the belt a lot from what I've heard and seen. They were just voicing their opinion about truth. Canvas and Crime says, I made my purchases, then waited for confirmation that he got my email for shipping. Then all that crap blew up, and I heard rumors about bad business with him. Then for days I begged with, let's see, I've got to wait for the rest of Canvas's thing. Do it, lady. Super chats to please confirm that my emails were received. Next thing I know, I was accused of being dishonest and accused of trying to sabotage his business. If you're taking up for truth, tell me something that he's done that's good. Tell me if you know him, if y'all know him so well, like tell me something that he's done that's good. I'm willing to hear everything. There's nothing wrong with talking about truth or whoever else is a content creator here on YouTube. YouTube was created for commentary and reviews. Thank you, Emma. Druid's Diary. I also can't stand nonsense on the web because she doesn't stand for anything she claims to and uses people to increase her subscribers. Well, Druids, I mean, really, I don't like... If you don't stand for anything on here, people don't like that. If you stand for something on here, then half the people don't like you. If you know what I'm saying? I got accused one time of Barb never stands for anything. Well, I do. That was years ago. But anyway. Shauna says truth and clue are good people. Okay. Miss Sarah respectfully, was it calling out BS when he said BJ wanted to be beat? Yes, I have heard him say some really bad things about Brittany, and I've reviewed Brittany, and in fact, I'll just tell you, last night I was listening to Brittany, and Craig was in the background talking over her as usual, and I'm over here like, I am so grateful. I seriously said, I am so grateful that I can go live and just talk. And I don't have somebody over there sabotaging it, talking about stuff I don't want people to hear, saying things that could get me in trouble, making it so that people are watching are very, there's a lot of people who have anxiety and that noise in the background and me trying to talk, and her trying to talk over it and snoring in the middle of it. Thank you that I'm not in that situation. Thank you that I am over here with me and my dogs. I have control of the remote. I have control of the volume. I have control of both of my laptops. I have control a little bit of my dogs, just a little bit. I can't stand to face people who speak and talk crap about others, then in their lives kissing ass or speaking as nothing had come out of the... Yeah. Hellfire says that nonsense is a good person. Northern Light says, I don't care for his content or his personality. Yeah, I don't like him. I'm more, like I've said before, when a man, and I understand people get furious about that, but there's something about a man going at a woman on the internet that to me hits harder. It's not really worse. It just hits harder. And maybe that's from where I come from, because we all come from some background. We all have different backgrounds. And my father cussed and, ranted and raved and said all the words. And I don't even remember. Like, I don't all that. I've tuned all that out, but I remember that it happened, right? And then we all walked on eggshells for days while my mother was over here, so we all came from our own background. And I can't stand to hear a man yelling and calling a woman a bitch. I don't like it when women do it either. I don't. Canvas says, I did receive my package. I'm so disgusted with how this was handled and so upset with him and Cletus for the accusations when all I asked for was confirmation that he got my email. Wow, Canvas, I'm so sorry that happened to you. So Cletus got in on it with him as well? It's hard, but if you don't stand for something, then you'll fall for anything. Yeah, Druids. I mean, I stand for what I stand for. I may not always come out. Like the other day, I came out and I said, I did a whole live about the racism and stuff, and I clipped it. And when I clipped that video, I mentioned Clue because somebody in chat said something about Clue. And the way I read it out, it made everybody think that I was talking about Clue, but I wasn't. And I don't want to take the video down because I liked it. It was just a clip. I'm trying to direct people to my live stream, my longer content. And evidently that really upset a lot of people. I wasn't talking about Clue. So I read a comment and then I'm talking about if somebody is, and what I meant by that is if you're racist against a, again, okay, let's say if you're racist against Black people and you are just saying nasty stuff, I, as a gay woman, wonder, well, I wonder how they feel about people being gay. And that's all it was. You learn when you're different than a white person in any way, then, that people have opinions. Hey, Deborah Sigler, good to see you. Miss Sarah says, I don't know him personally, but I align with his way of thinking. He thinks outside the box and doesn't care about social norms. Too many people fake a goody-goody fakeness. Okay, Sarah. When he finally emailed me, it was ugly, pretty damn ugly. Yeah, I'm sorry that happened to you too. Tell me what good your favorite creator did. Well, we're not talking about my favorite creator right now. We're talking about truth. And I just wanted y'all to tell me something good he did. I don't really have a favorite creator. Me? Something good I did? Well, I adopted both of my dogs from shelters where dogs get put to death almost every day. Let's see. I used to volunteer a whole lot. I've done a lot of good things. If you want to go into my history, BJ isn't the innocent she hopes people think she is, so I don't really mind people like Truth and Clue going after her, though. Normally, that's not my thing. Okay, Peace Panda. Perfectly says I like to watch Clue. I'm not here bashing them. I'm not here bashing Clue either. I'm not here bashing Truth. I don't watch Truth. I can't stand to watch Truth, okay? If that's bashing him, that's fine. I'm sure he doesn't enjoy watching me, right? Craig is annoying, yes. Tripper says, we all see creators through our own filters, and that's okay. What matters is how we treat others. Shouldn't be based on who a chatter likes or dislikes. Great, Tripper. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. We all have different places we come from, and we hold each other accountable. Well, if you like that creator, then I can't like you. Well, that's not the way we should be. We should be about how people treat us. Truth is honest. I like him when he let people know that he expected the truth from everyone, including Chris, at a time when everyone was fawning over the appearance. Oh, okay, DJ. So do we want to talk about Sinner? Yeah, Hellfire. You got something you want to talk about Sinner? I don't watch Sinner either. I don't watch Sinner either. I did see where Brittany called him Babe, and people are saying that they've got something going on. I did see that. Shauna says, Canvas, someone came in and said that True stole your money and you never got your stuff, and he looked it up and told that person when it would be delivered. Amy's a proud Islander. I'm a supporter of nonsense, but I think tastes of methods differ. I am aligned with her on many views, and I respond to her delivery. Yeah, I'm not bashing this nonsense. I'm not bashing anybody on here. I don't watch nonsense either. Every now and then I'll click on there, but I'm not bashing. I'm not here to bash. If I wanted to bash creators, I'll go bash them all, because we all have things that we do that people don't like. Let's see. BJ called Truth a chomo. Well, that's horrible. He should go after her for that. Yep. Miss Sarah says, I don't agree with everything Truth says, but as adults, we don't have to. I respect bluntness over fakeness. Right. You can like whoever you do like. That's fine. And you can take what people say with a grain of salt. You can take this thing from them and that thing from them and not the other thing. Right? Wow. People are, anybody grateful for anything today? Anybody? Because bringing up Truth really has brought out a lot of upset. What about BJ not allowing Craig to have female friends anywhere, but yet she can have Lemon Drop as a friend and call him babe? Well, and Perfectly Me, that's got to be like, I guess that's up to Craig. I guess that's between BJ and Craig. Maybe BJ says, look, I need Lemon Drop or whatever. because I don't have a whole lot of people supporting me. And Craig's like, well, is it keeping the money coming in? And she's like, yeah, well, then do it. Do it, lady. That's how I see it. That's how I see it. If you team up with somebody that's helping your channel, that Craig's not going to care as long as the money's coming in. 100, he is not. I'm not sure what Jennifer's saying. If BJ called me that, I would never get off her back. Clue is not racist. Okay, imperfectly me. So when she said that the thing about the monkeys and sending people back to another continent, was that just a joke? Because I mean, I've heard it, but I don't know. Was that just a joke, or does she not believe that now and she believed it then? I'm just asking because you said she's not racist, and I've heard her say things that sounded racist to me. I'm just wondering. As far as his business, I think he has been overwhelmed with all the orders during the holiday season. Every business is sending out extreme volumes of items. Tripper, for some reason, a lot of subs think they have to carry the sword for their favorite creators when they don't truly know them. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Nobody's got to go around here and take up for everybody. I don't have anybody doing that for me. You know, like I don't have people running around. Well, Barb's a nice person. You stayed in here, and that's great. And granted, I don't think a lot of people are going at me, which is great. I don't need to be gone at. That's the thing. Both Truth and Clue didn't come for BJ until she came for them. So I don't fault them for what they say about her. Okay. She has a daughter, that is, and she's not racist. What was said was taken clear out of context. Oh. Imperfectly so. When she used the F slur, the F gay slur, but she has a daughter. Yeah, she's got a daughter she says she has a daughter who's a lesbian, right? I wonder how baby Clue feels about mom using the F slur, because that goes at men. The F gay slur goes at men. And women who were gay and men who were gay present a lot differently. And some people like one and some people don't like, they like one and not the other, because gay men or, ooh, lesbians. So, I mean, I don't know what she said. I don't know imperfectly. I don't know. I'm on the fence, I guess. It's funny people don't like Truth and calls him out, but how often does Sinner get called out? Well, don't give two shits. I don't know. I just saw this morning and I brought it up. I don't think it's right to scam people. If he's not scamming people, then okay, let's switch topics. Calling anyone chomo, especially without any kind of receipts to back it up, no matter what. Yeah, you shouldn't ever call anybody that, BJ. I purchased several items from Truth. I received everything I purchased. Oh, good. El Rocky Leno. I don't know. These @ names are harder to figure out. Nothing smelled like smoke. I can't stand smoke smell, and I would have smelled it if it was there. Oh, great. That's great to hear then. So he's not sending out things that smell like smoke, because most people wouldn't like that. I never said anything bad about him, just was in a panic mode that I had spent a lot of money and couldn't get anyone to tell me that my email with my personal shipping information was received. Oh, Canvas. That's terrible. Amy says, I have learned to be careful around Christian beliefs similar to BJ as a Jewish person. The Christian beliefs that are espoused by some people on here will turn you away from being a Christian, right? The things that I saw when I was involved in a Methodist church caused me, by the people, caused me to not want to be involved with church, right? It's just life. Truth confronted CP when he had an issue. Okay. I've been called a see you next Tuesday by both Truth and Sinner for disagreeing with them. They're no different to me. Everybody's wanting me to go at Sinner, but like I'm not going at anybody. I just brought these up to have something to talk about, because I do want to talk about gratitude. And I'm grateful that I'm not selling stuff online and getting in all these fights. Because you do this on YouTube, you're just asking for a lot of fights. You're just asking for people to be unhappy. You're just asking for trouble. You just are. Go sell it on eBay. I enjoy watching you too. No, thank you. I saved my life, not my boobs. Truth is truth, nothing more, nothing less. Okay, doesn't really say much. I hate the fake outrage by many. If you say something to someone they don't like it, talk it out or walk away. Doesn't need the masses. Hannah said this to take up for that person. Honestly, you upset me. I'll walk away. I'll have to get to the rest of that. BJ and Craig have said way more racist shit and done way more. Right. Some people do worse than others on here. I've had terrible things said about me by a particular person, and that person has done horrible things on here that I don't call out because, I don't want to fight back and forth. Cinder is gross. Okay. McGrill says, I can't stand it when people get on here and claim to be rich and brag about it, all the stuff they have, and you see them on YouTube all day, every day. Right. I wish I had, look, I'm going to brag. I got so many poles in here. Like, not the kind of poles you do, like tripods. Like, there's the ring light that's half ass broken that I only use when I use my phone on a tripod. There's a tripod that I've got my little camera on. There's a tripod over there that holds my green blue screen. Where's another tripod? Oh, there's another tripod because I got two light tripods, but I'm only using one. I mean, I got a lot of stuff in here. I'm not sure the specific charity, but I've heard something about him donating shoes via his auction channel. Okay. Good. He donates shoes. Emma says everyone has their preferences with creators and subscribers. There's nothing wrong with having different opinions. No, we have different opinions. I didn't say you were bashing. I'm just stating my opinion. I think you're being respectful. Thank you, Amy. And Amy, obviously you're a proud Islander. You've got it in your name. So I know you're 100% with nonsense. And that's your prerogative. I'm not 100%. And that's the thing. I'm not 100% with anybody. Half the time, I'm not even 100% with myself. Okay. Okay, Miss Sarah. Thanks for being here. BJ and Craig both call Clue and Cletus chomos. That's horrible. I am not here taking up for BJ and Craig, in case anybody wondered. Yesterday, I'm going to switch topics here for just a second. Yesterday, Just Irish posted this on her community tab. And let's see. I don't think you are bashing. Yep. We're not angry at anyone. Yes, straight talker. I'm grateful I'm not angry at anyone. Y'all really don't know us. Y'all don't know creators. Yes. Jennifer, the best thing you can do is not buy dogs. I saw this most adorable little Yorkie. I think it was I don't remember shit. I was high when I read that. I was smoking my medical marijuana last night. Anyway, this adorable little dog for sale for $1,500, $500 down. And I'm like, here's the thing. When you buy from a breeder, they breed more dogs. Go to your local shelter, and especially in this economy, there are dogs brought in every day. I can't afford it anymore. He snapped at my child. Well, granted, if a dog is harmful to your child, you need to, of course, you're not going to be able to keep them. But, there's so many dogs, y'all, and it's only going to get worse. DJ says, I don't know anything about nonsense. Clue is overly honest. I haven't seen her reach out to the other side and explain how her perspective was based on facts, not rumors. I'm cooking Thanksgiving today. Can't wait for deviled eggs. Don't give two shits. I love deviled eggs. And Christo says, almost wasn't this past July. Thankful God brought me back to life. Good for you, Christo. And let me just say, let's get back to the gratitude for a minute before we go into this other topic. Look, I overdosed on cocaine a few times. I had to be resuscitated. I had my shirts ripped off, buttons flying off, grand mal seizures. And look at me now. This was in the 90s, y'all. It was a long time ago. It messed up my life. It messed up my teeth. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm paying for it now. But I almost didn't live back then. And when I was doing that, when I was doing those, when I was doing the drugs, I had a really good job. And I would drive to my job every day. And trigger warning, I used to think about hitting the, whatever that's called under bridges, the concrete, just going fast and just running smack dab into that concrete because I was so unhappy. I didn't want to live. And there's been a lot of other times in my life when I've gotten to the point where I just don't care. I don't care. I'm that unhappy, you know, and here I am today and I'm doing pretty good. Pretty good. Sounds like people have different definitions of racism. Yeah, Tripper. I like that. I take things said on here on YouTube with a grain of salt when it comes to the fake outrage. Yeah, I think a lot of it's just for show. Yeah, Tiff Croc. I mean, y'all can say somebody's not this or that, but when there's proof showing a different direction, what am I supposed to think? Oh, hey, Tiff Croc. Michelle says, be realistic. People show you what they want, not what they are. Beware. Exactly. My husband is from India. I told him, America, love it or leave it. Am I racist? I don't think so. Straight talker. I just don't get why we have to blow up over the same thing over and over when all that was said about Clue, she left YouTube for a while, then came back, but now a new group wants it called out again. I don't know. See, straight talker, like you're talking about things I don't have a clue about. I did not watch Cluminati until the last maybe year. And and I used to watch her and I would think it was funny and everything, but now it's just gotten over the top for me. Whether she's racist or not, I don't know. I don't live with her. I don't know what's in her mind. I only know what people show me. What you show me is what I see. I don't have any way to know the good stuff. She did use the F word. She apologized for it. She was mad at a guy because he doxed her. Yeah, and when you get angry, sometimes you do say things out of anger. Totally get that. If that's all it was, okay. Okay. If you watch that stream and read the chat, you won't be on the fence unless you want to defend her. Well, I haven't seen it all. Druid's Diary, there's no context for racism. There's not, really. Truth has a very large business that he has a lot in to do and defame. The F word in the UK is also a cigarette, but I avoid using that word around non-Brits to avoid anyone being upset. Right. And also, sometimes it's the way you say it. If you're calling somebody that, it's worse than if you just say a word out of anger. I don't know. Hey, Angela. Let's see. Truth is a sicko and the weed smoking is disgusting. Does he smoke on camera? I mean, because I use medical marijuana, and let me just say, like, it's the only thing that I use right now except, Tylenol and ibuprofen. And yesterday I had, I normally go to my I only have to go to the dispensary like once a month. I get enough that lasts me like 4 weeks because it's about 15-minute drive away. And I don't like to leave. I just don't like to. I don't like to go anywhere more than I have to. I like to stay home. So I go down there yesterday. They have an online, you can order online. You don't have to wait for somebody to help you and then tell them what you need and they go get it. You order online, then you go get it. So I order online. I go to the bank and get cash so I don't have to pay ATM. I save every penny I can. But I usually go on Thursday because that's gray day and you get a discount. But right now, 25% off the whole store, right? So I go in and I'm like, why are people lined up outside? It really ticks me off. So I get up there and I'm in line and the line's moving and people come out, people go in, they let a couple of people go in, blah, blah. I get within 15 people of being up there. And they said, if you don't have an online order, you can come over here. You can go ahead and go in. I'm like, I did an online order. And then people were like, I'm just going to lie. I'm like, they're just lying. They're saying they don't have an online order. So you let them in and then they go in the online order line, which is quick. And they jumped ahead of me in line. It is just frustrating, and I'm standing there, on concrete, total pain from my lower back and my neck. I'm standing there and I'm like, some people actually need medical marijuana and I don't smoke and drive. So I don't use it if I've got to run any errands or go anywhere because but I need it. Right. So I'm like standing there in line thinking these motherfuckers are just coming in here and getting their damn marijuana to get high. And I actually need it. And they're cheating. I had to stand on that. And I was in so much pain yesterday from that. I wanted to go live yesterday, but I was hurting. I have major spinal problems, and I'm grateful that I have something that helps that doesn't cause me a whole lot of opiates. I'm glad that I have medical marijuana so I don't have to take stuff like opiates for my pain. They're all mean people. Barbara McGill says, maybe it sounds like hitting below the belt when he talks about the women who talk about him. However, if you can dish it, you can take it. True. Why did she stand on the first? She didn't say anything racist, and now she says she didn't. That's not really a sign of integrity. Truth has a very huge business, which is licensed to do. And it's not a very wise decision to defame or discredit him. Who's doing that? Who's defaming him? Okay, Truth. Beige is not a Christian woman. Oh. Well, we can't, I don't know who's Christian and not. Jesus says I'm not all that versed in Bible scripture, but if you accept Jesus as your Savior, then you're saved and you're a Christian. So all this other behavior, does Jesus care? I would say so, but. Amy says, I take YouTube breaks, watch Netflix. I can find myself being negative. Yes, being negative. Well, I ordered something the other day on Prime from Amazon that I ordered it because I needed it here yesterday. And I don't usually use them. And it was going to cost like $10 postage to get it here, or not postage. That's the U.S. Postal Service, but so they said you can have it here Tuesday with free shipping for 1 month Prime free membership. Okay. So I switched on Prime and started watching Prime. I got Prime for a month for free. They got some stuff. I had it earlier last year or earlier in the year, a free trial, and then there was some show I wanted to see on there, and then I couldn't find anything to watch, and then I turned it on yesterday, and I'm like, oh, I've been watching so much TV lately. That's why I don't know what's going on here that much. Barbara says, Truth didn't talk about people until they talked about him. You know, if somebody says something bad about you, it's only fair that you can come back at them. I don't disagree with that. We're going to switch topics here a little bit. The underpass, yeah, whatever that's called. Because I'm not up with this. Hey, toxicity. I'm getting off track and so far behind in these comments. Lacey, good to see you. Yeah, I think when I stopped watching Clue was when she was, there was just too much about the last thing I heard was some coming at you from behind and just all the sex talk that I just don't care to hear. I'm not a prude. I just don't want to hear it. How about BJ having a panel guest that made a horrible channel about her, then bought and promoted a website saying horrible things about her Cletus and baby Clue? I don't know what you're talking about. Yes, I'm tired of whataboutisms. Multiple things can be true. Tell us about your fur babies. Well, Rusty is a little Jack Russell mix. I don't know where he went. Where are y'all? He's a little Jack Russell long hair mix I adopted. He came from I didn't live here when I got him. He came from a shelter in Pine Bluff, Arkansas. And Champ is a Yorkie mix, and I got her here in Hot Springs, and she's like, they're both love bugs. They're lap dogs. They love me. So let's talk about this. Okay, Iris, we're going to talk about, I know I got you up on screen. So Just Iris said, what in the fuck is wrong with people? Threatening to report suspected child abuse unless someone stops talking about you. Some of y'all are weak and sick AF. The comments blew my mind as well. Do these people not hear themselves? Isn't this what you claim has been done to Brittany? Shame on y'all. So here's the thing. I do not know. I did go and I watched Julie talking about how she and her husband were trained how to take care of their son because he's a grown man now. And because children with autism, I was listening, it taught me a whole lot of stuff. But tell me why. Lolly, why are you threatening to take somebody to call Child Protective Services? You've got some proof that somebody did something bad to a child who's actually an adult. But either way, if you think that somebody is hurting this person, this human being, and you're not going to report it, but you're going to report it if they don't quit talking about you. Do you know how childish that sounds? My next door neighbor beats his kid, but I'm not going to report it unless they let him come in my yard. Come on. What did Lacey say? Lacey says, this place has become a circus once Clue, Cletus, and Truth came here and lowered the bar. Well, I think there's some other people that are pretty low too. Or now I'm going to get mad. Now they're all going to be mad at me and come at me. No, I'm not. Look, here's what happened to this community. Seth Rogers called out Samael. And I marked that day when he did that in my mind. Stuff's about to go to shit. And has it all gone to shit? Ever since that day. I'm just saying. Oh, you go to the dispo once a month, Tripper? Yeah, well, we had one in my town, a dispensary, and he got closed down. So now I have to go to the edge of the county, it's a nice place. I just would rather go closer. Well, everybody's going at Lacey for speaking what she thinks. Joel, everybody can say what they think, and I might disagree or agree, and I might come at you when you say it, but you have your right. Yeah, I'm glad you have access to taking something that helps you, but I do hate you're having, oh, it's bad. Amber, it's so bad. Amber, yeah, nobody's defaming anyone. We're just talking about stuff on here. I'm not calling the police or CPS or any of that stuff. But look, let's not hold something over somebody's head. I'm going to call I'm going to call the cops on you. If I'm going to do this, no, just don't do that. Don't do that. People hide behind religion. Yeah, Miss Sarah. Religion is something that people do use to hide behind. Gratitude. Life is hard, but I'm thankful I have another day to be better, to do better. Life is too short for the theatrics. Exactly, Tessa. Yeah, I think a lot of people on here need a break. And look, this time of year, it's very difficult for people. It's difficult for people who don't have anybody. Like, I've spent many Thanksgivings alone in my home. Not that I never get invited anywhere in the past, but once my family split, we just didn't do all that anymore. And then Lacey says, Truth, Clue, and Cletus are very cruel people. There it is right there. Angela, I sent you an email the other day. You didn't answer, but somebody else posted that, so it's all good. Hannah says, I apologize today. I lost my 14-year-old cat yesterday. He was fine when I got home from work in the morning. When I got for work in the afternoon, he passed, so I'm more sassy. I'm so sorry for your loss, Hannah. Our pets are everything, and I'm so sorry for that. I'm a lot better. I lost my Rosie. She's in the picture here. She's in that picture on the wall right there behind me. That's my Rosie. She was a Yorkie mix. I miss her so much. Trooper says Lolly's one time, and I thought she was really doing a good job, but then I hear stuff, and I see this, and I'm like, take my name out of your mouth, or the video I have will be sent to Child Protective Services in your state. I was sent the video, but I have never played it. I don't play like you. My heart tells me your son needs protection, but I don't know him or your family, so I will not make that call. Stop talking about me. Your choice. So you got a choice. You stop talking about Lolly, or she's gonna call CPS on your adult child. Whatever. If he was a minor, you don't need to do that. You don't need to threaten somebody. You don't need to do that. And let's see. Brenda says, Clue and Cletus have done so much good for the community. Really? What have they done? I'm not arguing. Just want to know, what have they done? Jay Fox, I'm with you. I think it's all gotten out of hand. And McGrill says, Seth Rogers is a huge effing problem. Okay. If chatters are the ones doing the threatening and calling, it should not be held against the creators because they are not the ones doing it. I don't know what you're talking about, but we were talking about a creator and a creator. So you agree, Barb, that was a weird prayer? Which one? What did I do? Because that was more than, I don't remember what I said I thought so also. A weird prayer. Come back to me with what is it I said. Yeah, the wildest shit has been normalized. Bye, Hannah. Y'all, I hope you have a great day. Sorry again, really sorry. No child of God prays to Samael. that opened a flood for the demonic. Well, I mean, I don't know anything about Samael, but I just know when that happened, it felt weird. And all of a sudden, all this stuff happened after it. It has gotten crazy. It has gotten crazy. Lolly, I didn't even know Julie's son is grown, but claims to have some damning video. Get the fuck out of here. The summoning was something, that's for sure. Oh, let's just take that down because we don't need all that. As for BJ being Christian, Jesus said, many will say to me, Lord, Lord, and I will say, never knew him. Feisty Nana. Oh, that wouldn't be fair to Spencer. I don't think they're abusive to Spencer, the little bit that I've seen. I think that being able to take care of someone like that is, you know, I give kudos to anybody who can do that and be coherent, because I couldn't do it. Tripper says, I'm not on a side because I like and dislike both people on both sides, but not as a group. Yeah, I'm not much for team sports. Tripper, I love to watch basketball, but I'm not much good at playing it, right? Fact, Clue is still paying for the billboards out of her YouTube money, has done fundraising that's gone direct from YouTube. Oh, great, Scotty. Wow. Where are these billboards? Scotty. This is called blackmail. Yeah, that's blackmail, what I had up there. Blackmail. Let's see. Those blimp boards are not that expensive. They speak up for what's right. They don't let people silence them. Yep, blackmail, extortion. Oh, what did she claim about Lolly? So we never know the whole story, right? No matter what Julie said about Lolly, claiming that you're going to call Child Protective Services on a parent who's taking care of a child with profound autism. Just don't do that. Come on. McGrill obviously does not like Chloe and Cletus because she says, or he says, they are out for themselves. What the fuck have they done for anyone? Flipboards do not need a middleman, though. That's why they're encouraged. I think we see a glimpse of what daily life is like for Julie and Al. I couldn't even do it. I'm sorry. I couldn't do it. I don't even know if I could take care of a toddler, a 3-year-old toddler, compared to a person who's bigger than me, with the same, things happening. Pecker. Oh, I'm sorry. Not Pecker Penguin. It's Packer Penguin. Oops. I didn't mean to call you a pecker. What I've seen Clue and Cletus have raised money for NMEC, paying for billboards out of their pockets, raising money for other children, things in their area, allegedly. Wow, that's good stuff to do. Amy says, I have 2 non-verbal adult daughters, and things we are told to do by MD would look odd to those who don't know. Right. We don't know. And the way Julie was explaining it, I listened to yesterday, like a live stream she did, about how you don't try to comfort them when they're having issues, but it's a sensory thing, and all these things that they went to classes and learned, and it made sense to me. If you want full transparency, guys, if you're raising money for one thing, gosh, just show the real receipts. I'm not saying Clue and Cletus didn't. I don't know. I didn't watch them at any time during anything to do with the blip boards. I did not watch them during that time. So I have no idea if anybody's raising funds on here, like Brittany, raising funds on here and showing these receipts that don't make any sense, invoices that say this thing and you know, you're scooting them around and you're, show a real receipt. I'll believe it better if you do that. J Fox says, respectfully, threatening CPS is never acceptable and there is no justification for it. Clue has 2 in Memphis. 2 blipboards or TJ, it really doesn't matter. 2 wrongs don't make a right. Involve someone's child is beyond, yeah. Who is hosting Turkey Day? Yeah, let's hear about anybody on here. Are you cooking for Thanksgiving? Tell me where you're going. Are you going somewhere? Are you cooking? Are you ordering Chinese food? Because they're open. Some of them are open. What are you contributing to Thanksgiving? I'm taking wine and non-alcoholic champagne for me and whoever else, probably my friend that just had surgery because she probably can't have anything to drink right now. Clue has all the places where they are up on her channel and shows the money she still pays out. Oh, that's great, Scotty. You must not watch Clue if you don't know what she has done. I'll check my email, Barb. The holidays are busy for me. Oh, okay. Well, it's already been taken care of, Angela. I asked you about a clip of something and somebody else already put it up. So that was all because I know you got a lot of clips. Let's see. TJ, so she brings up her disabled child. Yep. Y'all act like Clue's done no wrong. She talks about Brittany's disabled child all the time, calls him no good, but that's okay. Look, I don't agree with Clue. I actually just, but I'm not here to bash them. Everybody's got their own. You know, if you say you don't like somebody or you say you don't watch somebody because they did this or that, then people are like, well, then I don't like you. I'm going to unsubscribe. Okay. You know, you can do all the good you want. It doesn't cancel the bad, generally speaking. I agree with that. Who's so rich? Why did she have to pay the money? Right, Lacey. Just use your own money. Yeah, she weaponized CPS. Never okay. Hey, Liberty Farmer. Clue and Cletus are good, very good people. They have helped me. Oh, that's great, Bama. That's great. See, that's the thing is, people can be really good people to someone else, but maybe not to you. Or maybe I'm nice to, you know, maybe I'm nice to Irish, but I'm mean to TJ. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Jay Fox, so all the creators at weaponized CPS and the police against Brittany is okay. No, that's not okay. It's not okay. It's not okay to call CPS or threaten CPS for something that is not, that you don't really know. Like if you see, okay, let me just backpedal myself here. When Brittany's boyfriend Craig, had the GUN waving around and he was drunk, if I had any inclination to call CPS, that's when I would have done it. If I see something that I think is harming the children, that's bad enough for CPS, because you got to know that CPS goes out for things that are horrible. And some of the things that we see over there, the kids being up at night, they're not going to take those kids or do anything about those kids being up at night. That's out of their control. Iris says some people use their good deeds like credit around here. It's very transactional and manipulative. Straight Talker says, I remember them raising over $20,000 for missing children with receipts. Wow. 20,000? That's great. Feisty Nana says, I'm a retired special needs teacher, and while I wouldn't videotape things Julie does, I have seen that she and her husband handle situations correctly to the best of their ability. Great. People just don't mess with fundraisers anymore because of how people act on here. Cooking. Okay, so you're cooking Straight Talkers Cooking. Let's see. I have the Doors concert. Jay Fox, no, it's not this. It's about hate and racism and bullshit. You want to categorize it, but you don't want to deal with the other stuff. Here's the thing, guys. If somebody that if you watch somebody and they talk and they say things that you disagree with, like if you see them as racist, leave. Don't watch that. There's not really anything we can do as other people against somebody who's racist or homophobic. You're either racist or you're not. You're either homophobic or you're not. I can't talk my family into being cool with me because look, Barb's a lesbian. What part of that has anything to do with me talking to you guys now? I'm just like, it's not, my oven is broken and I'm going to make a cheesecake in my pressure canner. Wow, Liberty. Be something. I'm cooking for just 2 and we'll have plenty left over. A lot of us do good things for our community, but don't feel the need to advertise. Right, Irish. I mean, and some people don't have, like, I don't have extra money. I don't have extra money to give to different things. I'm barely making it on my own, and I'm not making money on here. And I don't have a side job, so I don't have money to go do a lot of things, but I can do things. There's simple things like when posting from my local animal shelter comes across my Facebook, I can like it. That helps it bumps it up in Facebook's algorithm. I can share it. You can share things on social media that help. Everything's not always about money. You can go to there's a lot of places that you can go serve. Most of them are probably already done by now because they don't typically serve Thanksgiving on that day. But volunteers, there's been meals all over my town where you could go. You could go volunteer and help serve. There's a lot of things that you can do. So Clue has paid the boards out of her own money. Wow. I'm hosting and ordering in. Table is set and crafts are ready for the littles. We decorate the tree on Christmas. I let the littles have their own mini trees to decorate. To Jennifer, it sounds like lovely. That sounds like a lovely American family story, right? I'm great. I'm grateful that I don't have to spend the day with my family because we don't like each other, but that sounds wonderful. We've received 1 RX for you. Oh, good. They got my medication. I got to go get that. When did racism come into the situation? Weaponizing CPS has no justification. I'm sorry, but if someone put my child's trauma out and made it content, there is no end to what I will do. Right, Bama. Clue's fundraiser was directly donated. DJ, yeah, I think they did do a fundraiser that one time. I was watching them then, and they raised a whole bunch of money, and then it goes, though, if you do a fundraiser through YouTube, and I don't think I can even do a fundraiser through YouTube because I'm not monetized. You have to be monetized to do a fundraiser for charity, because I have one I want to do it for. That's in Arkansas, but I don't think I can. But yeah, when people say, well, it's like when BJ says, well, I paid my attorney out. A lot of that came out of my own money. Well, you're the one getting sued. She's got this $8,000 lawyer fee. And then she's like, I didn't even raise. I paid more out of pocket. Well, you paid more for your own. That's your stuff. You're the one getting sued. Nobody has to pay for that for you. What is this thing about, well, that was my own money? Well, I paid for everything I have with my own money, right? All of them are involved in a war of words, Michelle says. They're all wrong. I can't disagree with you over that. I can't, Michelle. Calling out the destroying angel isn't too bright. I mean, did anybody else at that time think, oh my gosh, what is going on? And then watch it it's blown up this whole community. Jane Fox said that Lolly was racist, so Julie brought the racist up. Oh. Name names on CPS callers. Quit blaming a large group of unarmed people. Yes, and I agree with that, Amy, that supposedly the person who called CPS on Brittany is somebody that she knows, but she just keeps accusing them. And that makes it sound like it was all these other people. Yeah, Craig says stupid shit. Jen K says, I'm fixing a ham and some side with a pecan pie and pumpkin roll. Yummy. Dutchie was the one raising money for the boards. Okay, we've moved on from the billboards because that seemed to make a lot of people unhappy. Jay Fox, were you speaking out when all these other creators called CPS on Brittany 4 times? We don't know who called CPS on Brittany, though. And we know that Craig's drunk in the background. We know the kids are there. We know that he had the gun. So, I mean, really, I don't doubt that CPS got called, but she used to say it was 3. And now it's 4. And it was 3 because that one happened at night. And then it was only like one issue, I guess. And then there were 3 issues. And now she's saying 4. So did it happen again? Okay, has everyone had a great, hope everyone, Tara Boom, hope everyone has a great Thanksgiving. I do too. Dark Horse, that's right, it was Dark Horse that called. Sue Tutton says, I have a new motto. If it's not yours, don't worry about it. If a child, speaking or not speaking for the child's safety. BJ, I'm sorry, just stop listening. Okay, not everyone is going to agree on the same person, but too bad. It's like I'm having I can't see all of a sudden. I mean, I can, but it's not making sense. Not everyone is going to agree on the same person, but too bad. Talk to them doesn't help bother. I'm sorry, that's not computing in my head. It's me. BJ is a liar. If you are racist, there's a lot you can do about it. There's a lot you can do about it today. What can you do about being a racist? Do you mean there's not a lot you can do about it? The only way to undo being a racist is to become educated about racism and, keep your mouth shut. If you're a racist and you don't want people to call you that, don't say things out loud. It's words. Words are just that. And if you never know they are said, how can words hurt you? Right, Sue? And the thing about, I'm just saying, like, if I don't, just don't say it. BJ could curb so much by keeping her private life private. She knows people will dissect anything and still allows them to be overheard. We need to get you monetized. I'm going to get monetized in January if I delete enough videos. What does Clue have to do with Lolly? Nothing at all that I know of. Liberty says, so many people are struggling or at least scraping by, and BJ and Craig and bragging about all their expensive purchases. And Craig wants a freaking duck. Get him a duck so he'll shut up. Get him the damn duck. And BJ, you kept saying last night you were going to have ham and duck. I thought you didn't eat pork. Isn't ham pork? Doesn't that come from a pig? I thought you didn't like pork. J Fox says, I'm not calling CPS unless TJ says, I'm not calling CPS unless I see it with my own eyes. And then I'll call CPS, but everybody needs to just leave everybody alone and everybody do their own thing. Right. Do your own thing. And if I see something that I want to call out, I'm going to call it out. But that doesn't mean that y'all have to agree with me. I don't think you should use CPS as some kind of blackmail because somebody said something about you. I don't think you should do that. Angela says good deeds like blickboards fall flat if you are otherwise a shitty person. Yeah, and you can be the worst person in the world and do nice things. Like, that's politics. I can't say that. Zip. He is Satan's brother. Who is Satan's brother? BJ never shows receipts and never takes accountability or responsibility for what she says or does behind the scenes. Wheelbarrow or Wheel B4973 says, and you know this how callers to CPS are not made public, so nobody knows. Yeah, but Dark Horse did confess. Iris says, I don't have money either, live paycheck to paycheck, but do outreach for the homeless, trafficked, addicted. There are ways to give your time. Call 211 to find out. Oh, that's great. Call 211 to find out how you can do so locally. Thank you for that, Iris, because no matter how much money you have, you can do good things. And you can, if you come on YouTube and you raise a bunch of money from people to go do some good deed, where's that you doing a good deed? I mean, yes, you provided that opportunity for people. Like if I were to fundraise for the van in Little Rock, which is a place near and dear to my heart, if I did a fundraiser for them, it wouldn't be on me. It would be on all the people who gave to that. So you have to have 10. I have 30,000 subscribers. I have enough subscribers. I'll go look again because I looked one time and I didn't think I was eligible because I'm not monetized. BJ has never paid a dime out of pocket for her over a year-long litigation. She claims she has. She's the one suing, not being sued. Let's see. She's a liar. She collected way more than she admits. Oh, Jennifer says, Happy Turkey Day and Happy Thursday to everyone tomorrow. Hugs and loves to all. Yes, love and hugs. Yes, on Katie's birthday, it was huge and wonderful fun to make a large donation. Yeah, what's that lawyer doing that BJ hired? Let's see. I don't agree with what info being put out in the first place, but also no one knew who the victims were. Everybody's helping her. Never mind. Never say never. Start a lawsuit and then everybody gives you money for it. These online YouTube arguments shouldn't turn into, fights. Just because someone does a weird stream, that's nobody's business. And if you seriously think someone's going to hurt themselves, you don't know you're not there. Okay. Yeah, maybe the school called CPS. It could have been anybody. I don't even know if it was anybody on here. And it could be somebody who watches. There's so many people who watch and don't comment. Everybody's always going to blame this person and that person. Y'all don't know who's doing things. Craig waving a gun around while drunk was the reason for the second call. She can thank him. Yep. She lies so much you can't believe. Let's see. Barb says, and not this Barb, but the other Barb, or another Barb. Yesterday, she said 5 CPS call Wow, I thought she said 4 yesterday. Wow. Well, maybe there's been some new ones. Emma says I live on a fixed income and therefore I have to be careful what I buy and whatnot. So I don't really buy or gift memberships anymore. Yeah, Emma. I'm currently not a member of anybody's channel. And that's just because, for one thing, I don't chat that much. And the other thing is I just don't have the money. And I know it's just little bits of money, but if you watch more than one channel and you want to do it, then there's multiple channels. And some of these creators have multiple channels so that people will be members on. So that's double the money, right? I just don't. Yeah, Tripper, she did. BJ face planted when it came time for court. I don't know why you're going to file something like that and then not show up for your court date or show up on time either. TJ says if someone's being racist towards you, they can be thrown in jail and you can sue them. Wow. Lindsay says I had a creator say some nasty, vile shit to me a while back. You know what I didn't do? I didn't make it my life goal to find anything horrific about their life to go back at them with, right? I had somebody say some vile stuff about me and I made an infomercial about it. And I've taken it down now because some people were really butthurt about an infomercial. But anyway, that's usually how I come at people is I'll make a funny video because I don't want to fight. I'm not going to go look in their background. I mean, CJ, Brittany never shows receipts. And if she does, they're botched, made herself. Yeah, her receipts are. You think I do too, Angela. I think that I think it was an option or at least a 50-50 chance she could have got the RO if she would have just done what she was supposed to do. But I don't really know because I don't know what it takes to get one of those. I've never filed on anybody. I'm grateful that I never had to file an RO on anybody. Let's just go ahead and get back to some things we're grateful for today because this is not looking too good. Cooking for family and some people who don't have family. Clue barely knows Lolly even exists, to be honest. Straight talker. How do you know what Clue knows? Just wondering. I was raised in it. There's nothing I could do about it. Got out when I got old enough to leave. Sounds like sounds like there's deliveries being made out there, but I don't think they're coming to my house. We're still talking about the billboards? And let me say this while we're here. Just Irish had posted a couple of things. Well, had posted something that I want to do, but I was just going to wait until after Thanksgiving. And it's about racism and homophobia. And I'm going to go over that, Irish. I just didn't want to do it now. I just want to do it. I'm going to do it after Thanksgiving because she did a really good job. I forgot the name of the creator. Did a really good job with that. And I think we're going to just go over on a live stream and talk about it. I'm not sure if I could have gotten one. Let's see. The CPS calls just make BJ one step closer to being Coops. They both lead with a badge of honor. Mm-hmm. Let's see. You aren't even monetized. So bully Brittany for free. Where did I bully Brittany? Pamela. You aren't even monetized, so you bully Brittany for free? Show me one place where I bully Brittany. Of all the stuff that happens to her, and I'm the bully. Okay. Those children should not be posted or spoken about on YouTube. That is the parents' fault. And BJ knew exactly what she was doing. Yes, you call and protect the children. Yeah, Lindsay. Barb does not bully Brittany. Please get a grip. Thank you. I'm pretty sure Brittany would tell you that I don't bully Brittany. TJ is very proud of you for getting out. I talk about Brittany because I used to know Brittany, right? And because I see what I see with her, and because I still listen to her sometimes because I'm just so floored by what I hear. Uh, YouTube right now is all about real life. Unfortunately, there's certain creators calling out subscribers and doxing, which is wrong. Hey, Sweet Sativa, the van. Yes, the van. Do you know Aaron Tripper? I knew the guy that started the van, Aaron, when he drove around in a Yari. How do you say that? Yari, the little tiny car. And we went out to Little Italy, out past Roland to my friend's house where he got a dog, a boxer dog. I love Aaron. He's a great guy. Nobody needs a middleman to give to a cause. Off topic. Good. Off topic. But do you know who Connie Hamsey is or was? She lived. Yeah, I mean, Connie Hamsey was, she died though, not too long ago. I think in the last few years, she was a groupie. She was a groupie. I can't remember who the band was she was a groupie for, but yeah, I know who that is. Was. Seriously, there are mandated reporters everywhere here on YouTube and North Carolina. Everyone is considered, yes, everyone in North Carolina is considered, every adult is considered a mandated reporter. So really considering that and considering what we saw with the gun, and being drunk and the gun and everything that happened that night, I'm surprised there weren't more calls, and there probably were. But if 20 people called in one night about the gun, then that's just going to be one call that she knows of. You mean, Sweet Sativa, you mean that she hasn't given away that North Carolina cup yet? Are you talking about BJ? She hadn't given away that cup? I gotta quit being so mean. Well, I'm not giving my money to people eating and living better than me. Yeah, really, Irish. Really, I'm in here eating chicken for lunch, and some people are eating steak and duck, and and getting takeout and doing all these things, and I'm over here like, well, I'm going to give you money for. Why am I going to give you money? Or I know what you're saying. Or buying your alcohol, or buying your blunts. When they said that we were going to have medical marijuana, for some reason I thought we were going to have and they may even have those. I don't know if they do or not, but pre-rolled joints. Like I didn't realize we were going to have all these things. I vape. I use the little cartridges, but I always thought it was just going to be in the flower, which, if you use the flower, then you're smoking, and in the air, the vape's not going to make your house smell like that. She will say one thing, 10 minutes later, she will lie and say she didn't say that. Are you talking about BJ when she nods off and then she gets mad and says she wasn't asleep? Yeah. All right. Yeah, please hit the like button. I don't know how many likes we've got, but we've got a bigger crowd than usual here, and I really appreciate getting me out and about on the YouTube channel, on the YouTube algorithm, riding that wave. Be grateful for all you lovely, wild, and weird people on here. Y'all keep me company, and it's like a dysfunctional little family. I'm with you, Tripper. Brittany's lawyer receipts look like they made by a 6th grade cookie fundraiser captain. Yeah, Will. Those lawyer receipts and the way they were presented were just weird. I'm grateful my son has found a wonderful school with amazing staff. He has one teacher who has taken him under her wing. Which puppy was back there, the white or the black? With a little bit more hair. I bet it was the white one. Amber, Barb has never bullied a soul. When I was in like junior high, I did bully this girl. We were on the basketball team together, and I would write I would write out this long stream of curse words and then point at her and giggle. I just remember that. That was so mean. And where did I get that long string of curse words? From my father screaming and yelling it. So I wasn't being bullied necessarily by my father. I was just living in a house with a bully, right? I'm not sure if he bullied me. Barb is far from a bully. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's so nice, Irish. DJ says, I'm grateful for the ability to speak my mind. Labeling my words is everyone else's right to free speech. I don't care. Yes, Barb, she did pass away a few years ago. An infamous rock and roll groupie. Wasn't there just one group that she really followed though? But I know, like if they were in Little Rock, she was all out there. Hey Bama G3578. Will says, I used to support Brittany. She has fell so far from the truth, it's hard to believe anything she says. Don't get me started on the collection. Well, Brittany, if your friend needed a turkey, why didn't you just give her a turkey? Why didn't you just send her, how much is a turkey? Why don't you just send her $50? You got your people you got everybody to donate money. And we don't know if that was really for somebody else or for you. I mean, we just don't. And you gave her $200. You write, oh, I threw some of my own money in. Your own money that people on YouTube gave you. It's not like you get a paycheck from work and you spent your hard-earned money on anything. Yes, BJ's fundraiser was not for defending herself. It was for her to initiate lawfare against her enemies. Exactly. Give me money so I can take them to court. When you already lost in court and you want to do more in court. I think she doesn't remember not necessarily lying. Well, possible. Iris says, I'm sorry, I stopped paying for drugs and alcohol 9 years ago, right? Well, I'm going to buy you alcohol when I quit. I don't drink anymore. I got some here in the house if you want it. I'm going to get rid of it. That's so funny, Barb. I guess medical mojo can be of any variety. Right, Sue? I don't know. I just thought I was going to go in there and get some pre-roll. It would be nice because I used to roll my own, but I wasn't all that great at it. An invoice is a bill, not a receipt. Right, feisty Nana. But she doesn't eat ham. She doesn't eat pork. I take it back that you bullied someone. I didn't. BJ is the social media panhandle. It's so gross. No one went for a lot of rock groups, though. I think she was big into Van Halen. Grand Funk Railroad, I think that's the one. Yes, I did hear there was some kind of major fire in Hong Kong. What's going on with that? I'm going to look it up. Hong Kong fire. I got to move my microphone so that it's not right in the way of my 13 dead and others trapped as fire rips through Hong Kong tower blocks. Oh, this one says 36, nearly 300 missing. That's horrible. Does anybody know what caused it? Does anybody know what caused it? Prayers for the people in that. Bama's got family in Little Rock. So do I. Not Tripper, I'm just not really into the men's basketball anymore. I'll probably be watching football though. There's some SEC football games on tomorrow. Not tomorrow. I'm sorry, Friday. Tomorrow they have pro football, I think. I don't know. I might turn it on, Tripper. Walmart has a Thanksgiving dinner for $40. Yeah, a whole dinner. Sure, BG has a few turkeys in those 3 freezers. She has said that she could have given her friend. Yeah. Yeah, need a collection for a turkey while eating steak nightly. Right. If words on the internet hurt you, then log off, Beige. Dump that alcohol down the drain. Irish, I'm not going to drink it though. I think I might take some of it to my friend. Well, I'm just going to take what's not opened. I have some vodka in the freezer that's open, but I'm not even tempted. I don't want it. I don't want it. But yeah, I might just dump it down the drain. So, sweet Connie. Oh, right. The bullying story. I know, because I forget what I'm saying. Yeah, I was bullying her. She was on my basketball team and she got to play and I didn't. But I wasn't mad at her. I was just, I don't know. I was just being a little, I was unhappy and I was being, oh, yes, I probably will watch if it's Duke. I probably will watch that, Tripper. Arkansas versus Duke. Yeah, thanks for telling me because I wouldn't even know. Oh, they live so tightly in the city. Yes, they do. What am I doing? I'm going to my friend's house. They have a big, spread every year. They got family. They got me. Um, you know, I don't know if we're having Thanksgiving. I don't know what we're eating. I don't know if we're eating the regular turkey and dressing and all that because my friend's in the hospital right now and isn't coming home until tomorrow, the last I heard. But thanks for spending your day with us talking. Usually we don't spend this much time in chat, and it's actually very nice. Yes, I'm enjoying just kind of chatting with y'all and hearing everybody taking up for their favorite subscribers. I mean, their favorite creators. She told her subs mods that the attorney was going to make it all stop and take channels down. Then she said her attorney sent letters to CPS and DA. Misappropriation of funds. What are you going to do? Who asked me that? Was that Barb? What are y'all going to do? Oh, you already had yours, Barb, 1979. I graduated from high school in 1979. I hope you're having a good Thanksgiving, Barb, or hope I do have one. Yes, and I have a little short. I don't know if I ever put that on YouTube. I think I did. I might put that up. Okay, I have this little thing it's on Facebook. I saw it in my memories today. My friends that I'm going to, I don't know if they have turkeys anymore. They had turkeys. Now I know they have baby pigs. Piglets is what baby pigs are. Anyway, the turkey, I had on these pants that had a little silver thing on the drawstring, and this turkey was grabbing it. And I'm taking a picture of it from above. I'll put that on YouTube. I don't think it's up there. Grand Funk Railroad. Sweet Sativa says, I decided we're not doing a thing. I got to be at work at midnight, Thursday into Friday. I worked 6 days in a row the last 3 weeks. I just want to be lazy. I'm with you, Sweet Sativa. If it was up to me, I wouldn't do any of it. Toxicity has been baking some stuff for Thanksgiving. Oh, you're fine. Just glad you're here. What are you cooking? Toxicity? No, and what am I taking to my friends? I'm taking wine and non-alcohol, like I said, if you weren't in here earlier, for me, because I have dogs and I'm not, I the last thing I want to do is cook something and end up at, at somebody's house and a dog hair is in the food. I just don't want to do that. I'm not saying that it would, but it worries me. Sagittarius rising says, "Hey, Barb and chat. Beige, I know you're watching. Keep your cup. The subs want cold, hard cash. No more cups, keychains, perfume, fiber optic lights from the Chinese restaurant." Did she ever even give that stuff away? I got this at the Chinese restaurant. She's always, then like Craig was going through her stuff the other day. Evidently, she had some fake eyelashes in there. I bought that last month. Like she's having to tell him what she spent money on. It sounded like to me that she just likes to go shopping and buy stuff and then she doesn't really need and use. And some people have that problem. It is a problem where you just go buy stuff you don't need. Okay, Sue Tutton says, I'm thankful for my girlfriend of 11 years, stopped drinking last month, and she has drank all of our relationship. It caused problems. Not anymore. Yay, Sue. That's great news. Sweet Sativa says they hosted Thanksgiving last year. So this year we're going to stay in PJs and be lazy. Okay, Tripper, thanks for being here. See you around. Baking hazelnut brownies and a couple of batches. Toxicity, I'm on my way to your house for the brownies. She's always going to do live streams. You got to be a member. You can support my channel by being a member. Thank you for becoming a member. You don't get anything extra for it, but I get the money. Nothing wrong with being lazy. Nope. I want some special brownies. Edibles kind of scare me though, because you don't know, I don't know that I've ever had edibles because you don't know what it's going to do. She never gave any of it away. Yeah, I just can't wait. I got to run to the pharmacy before I can have any of my special medication. I got to run to the pharmacy here before they close for lunch. My pharmacy, like the nearest pharmacy to me that I only use for this one medication, they close for lunch, which is fine, for 30 minutes. But I just saw where they're closed on the weekends. Well, I have other pharmacies I can use. So anyway, I got to run to get that and, feed these crazy dogs and stuff. But, oh, you broke down. Well, yeah, because, Chroma Reels is here. Girl, where you been? Because I'm about ready to leave. And I managed to make probably 20 people mad, and other people I want really. Look, gratitude, we can go into that. We can go all into that, how it can change your life. Because really, if you are down and out, just be grateful. I'm grateful that I don't have a man talking in the background when I'm going live. I'm grateful that I don't have to deal with a bunch of mean family members this holiday, right? Just find things, rephrase things. It'll make you feel better. Well, come on, we got to get to 100 likes. We don't even have 100 likes. Are you kidding me? Come on, come on. Like it, like it, like it. All right, everybody, have a fabulous Thanksgiving and be grateful for what you do have. And be grateful for what you don't have, because sometimes that means more than anything. Like, I'm grateful I'm not addicted to anything. It says 100. Yes, grateful for everything. I want hazelnut brownies. Happy Thanksgiving, y'all. I will see y'all soon. And oh, they're coming out of the bushes. 103. Can we have one? Can we get to 105? I'm gonna come live tonight, and I want to get 1,000 likes. Can I get to 1,000 likes? 107? Woo, 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 woo. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy day. Don't take things so seriously, y'all. Sometimes things people do is none of our business. See y'all later and have a great holiday.